Hurricane Florence devastated parts of eastern North Carolina, causing millions of dollars in damage. With any severe weather event, power outages are issues utility companies hope to avoid.
Tonight, WNCT's Dominique Moody is getting answers about power companies and their response before, during, and after Hurricane Florence, as well as the lessons learned.
It's a necessity people tend to take for granted, but when it's gone, there's panic. Power. When power was knocked out for thousands during Hurricane Florence, there was mounting pressure for utility companies in the state to get it back on. And that's what Duke Energy and the city of New Bern worked tirelessly to do. In the second week of September, Hurricane Florence hit eastern North Carolina. The power for thousands went out and left many without a life essential for more than 1 week. Before the storm hit, utility crews were prepared.
We have a pre-storm checklist that we go through to prepare. It helps us to identify how many outages we expect in certain areas, and that helps us to identify where we should move crews ahead of the storm.
It's a situation requiring thorough planning. Jeff Brooks is a spokesperson with Duke Energy.
Our forecasted predictions were 1 to 3 million customers out. We had crews that were en route from the Midwest that had actually been pre-staged.
Days after Hurricane Florence, rumors circulated about the company's efforts ahead of the storm.
There are factors that are beyond our control. There are things like flooding that we can forecast and try to anticipate.
It was an outcry for better communication that some were asking for. Duke Energy says they looked into several avenues to help alleviate the problem.
Our ability to communicate directly with text, to set those expectations on the front end, on social media, with local media, and through communications. We want to be transparent and share whatever information that we have with customers when we have it.
But what about city municipalities?
I think when Florence came, it was pretty eye-opening because lots of people who had never been through that kind of storm before.
Colleen Roberts is the public information officer with the city of New Bern, one of the hardest hit areas in North Carolina. A city with more than 22,000 customers, and at one point, nearly all customers were without power.
I think a lot of people would be surprised to see just how many components are involved with your power utility. It's aisles and aisles and aisles of tools and equipment. All of that needs to be stocked 365 days a year.
The city started preparing early and continued all the way up until the storm's landfall.
We had 41 trucks and 20 municipalities at one point that were here helping with storm debris pickup.
There are a few misconceptions about power restorations.
I don't have power, what's the issue? What you don't see are 14 major feeder lines that are under the ground that support those almost 23,000 customers. We have to say to folks, actually, this is a transformer issue that happened about 4 miles away.
But that's just the beginning of the misunderstandings.
Crews are on 12-hour shifts. So while one crew is working, the other one who's sleeping may have their vehicle staged in a particular area. The myth is they're sitting there not doing anything.
Improvements are at the top of the list for Duke Energy.
Every storm is a learning process. Every storm gives us opportunities to grow. We did a lot of good things in this storm, and we're very proud of being able to serve our customers in these adverse conditions.
As recovery efforts continue, the city of New Bern is working out all the kinks for what may come in the future.
You have to find many different communication platforms to communicate with the customer. I think we could better communicate with our partners in the community.
More than 20,000 linemen and support staff worked during Hurricane Florence to restore power. Duke Energy and the city of New Bern say they are working to install new technology for homeowners and renters in hopes to strengthen vulnerable parts of their power grid. Dominique Moody, 9 on your side.